Hi everyone, my name is CJ and welcome to another episode of CJ Hair Talks in the Car. I'm happy you're here. Now let's get started with the conversation. Okay, so for today's topic, we are going to talk about shrinkage is real. Now, if you are a natural and if you fall under having some sort of coil or curl, kinks, coil or curl to your hair, you are going to experience shrinkage in some shape or form. Now, depending on your hair type, how your hair shrinks may be not as drastic as some. Some tighter coils may be all the way up, while other coils, even though there's shrinkage, it's still a little bit loose. So that all depends on your hair type. But the truth is, shrinkage is going to happen, and I think a lot of people don't like shrinkage. I've been through that journey, where I didn't appreciate the shrinkage because I'm saying, hey, my hair is a good length and I don't get to see that often. And it can be a little bit discouraging because you can't really show off what you have unless you choose to get it to be straightened or stretched. That's the right word. Yeah, but the thing is, if you get to the place where it's a part of the journey as being a natural, then it won't really bother you that much, because for us, as long as there's going to be water for hydration, as long as there's going to be that kind of manipulation with water and washing our hair and doing as we go through our routines, once that's going to happen and your hair gets wet, chances are your hair is going to shrink, So people may say, my hair shrinks all the time. What is it that I can do? So sometimes that what I've been working on, as I said, for me right now, shrinkage is not that much of a big deal because eventually my hair does stretch out. What I do is I start plaiting my hair in a stretch mode. So say I'm sectioning my hair is in 4 sections, and after I do my regular LOC method, which does include liquid, so I have my hair tea, I have shea butter, and then coconut oil, to lock everything in. And once I begin to spray my hair, automatically my hair says, hey, hi, let's shrink. And so it starts to shrink. But what I do is, after I'm done applying all the moisture, I begin to, when I'm plaiting, I don't just plait tightly, I stretch and plait. And I don't stretch hard, but I kind of just try to create some form of elasticity, and so as I do that and I'm stretching, I'm plaiting at the same time, and so what that does for me, it helps my hair to stretch. Some people, they do the banding method, if that's the right term, but basically you can use like a silk scrunchie, or people use the threading method, and they hold their hair and they thread different sections, and that helps to also stretch your hair. As I said, you could use a satin or silk scrunchie as well and put them at different ends or areas of your hair, just so that your hair is in a stretched position for a period of time. And once that's done, then it helps to remove or reduce the amount of shrinkage that you have. So that's another way that you can work on your shrinkage. Another way is that you can use a blow dryer. You can use heat. I'm a part of a group. What is it? Gahl. Her name is Joan. So sorry for not pronouncing the group name correctly, but her name is Joan, and she's such an awesome person. And she shared the way how she stretched her hair with blow dryer. So she wanted her hair to be stretched, but it wasn't where she had the blow dryer on her hair, or using a brush or a comb. That wasn't the way that she was doing it. She actually, in sections, she stretched her hair, and then at a distance, she would use the blow dryer on a cooler setting, and she would use that, but the blow dryer was never close to her hair, and she was able to really release the curls so that they were much more stretched. I've never tried that process before, but it really makes sense, especially if you're not using like rigid heat, and you're able to use that method and get your hair stretched. So there are options to, stepping away from the shrink state. Some people actually do their hair and then they blow dry completely, so that's another option. And for me, that's kind of not a option that I'm taking right now, and I'm going to talk about that in another episode of my experience with heat and blow dryers, and why I'm kind of just taking a break from that. Or maybe it's just me not knowing what's the best thing to do, and so until I understand, I'll kind of avoid it. I experienced heat damage, so yeah, it's a little bit on the tricky side there. But the point I'm trying to raise is that it is an option to use to get your hair from one state of being shrink to being stretched. Yeah? And when it is stretched, it's actually really easy to manipulate, and you get to see your hair at least in some form of the length that it actually is, because shrinkage does not show any form of length, or it's just crazy. But it's what it is, and it's not a big deal. It's a part of the journey. If you're a coily girl, kinky coily girl, lady, beauty, it's a part of the process. So, and when you begin to love your hair and appreciate the processes of your hair, you're okay with every stage. You understand that these are the stages. This is how your hair is. But every day you learn to work at it, get better at it, love it, understand it, and grow with it. It's okay. Yeah, that is the journey. All right. Yeah, so I just wanted to stop by just to talk about that. So next day having shrinkage, don't get annoyed or sad. Don't take it out on your hair. This is how your hair is. This is how it is. And now that you know it shrinks, okay, let's try some different methods that we can do to get it stretched. And just remember, you gotta make sure you take care of it. Whatever you do good by your hair. So make good decisions that in the end will be of benefit to your hair and your hair journey. All right, I'm gonna go. Have a good one, and thank you for stopping by. And we'll talk in another episode. Bye-bye.